Alright, what's up guys? So this car, I showed a little bit of it in our other video, just a little short shop update video, but it's the FuelTech car. Basically, the guy got the harness, didn't have anything wired really correctly. It was very basic. We ended up fixing everything, refixed the whole harness, got the whole FuelTech system ironed out, all the sensors working and correct, and then we ended up having it on the dyno. So it's on the dyno now. We tuned with Jamie Marsh. He's the tuner for all the FuelTech cars that we've been using. So that's all done. The car made 267. Jose, what did it make for torque? 195 torque. So the owner said that it's a Type R piston, Type R style piston, with a Dry Cartel 3.2 cam on E85, which I tested this morning at like E79 since it's cold out here, so it's a winter blend. But the FuelTech and everything is all done. Tune's done. Drives nice. Can finally go back to the owner. So I'm not sure what video this will be in, since it's definitely not long enough to be in a video. So you'll probably just see it mixed in with something. But if anyone has FuelTech stuff that they want us to do, we do make the harnesses, not like ship the harnesses, but we make them on the car. I don't want to make like a production like that, but we can make it on the car. We can wire it in, and then we can tune. So pretty much we can do whatever you need on it. So just let us know. But here's a couple clips of the car. As you guys just saw, we just got done tuning this car with Jamie Marsh. It's another one on FuelTech, K-Series turbo. This car had a wiring harness already done. We were just supposed to check everything over. We found the boost control was wired incorrectly, and once we actually tried to tune it, Marsh was having troubles getting it to start. Found out that whoever wired the harness wired it some like really weird way that you're not supposed to do, like multi-point, by like bridging stuff. I'm not going to get too far into it, but we just finished tuning it. Stock motor on 91 octane, made over 400 horsepower. Very, very conservative, so we're super happy. This is the second FuelTech car we tuned with Marsh, and you can hear it idles perfect. So we're gonna go take it for a little rip and see what it does, just to make sure everything's all good for the owner. But give you a little overlook of the car. A nice EK coupe. Like I said, stock on 91 octane. The harness is just really not good, but unfortunately it's what the guy has to work with right now. If anyone needs harnesses in the future for FuelTech, we can make it. We only make it on the cars. We don't like make them to sell, so you'd have to be local or bring your car here. So, but if you need one elsewhere, just buy it. Buy one that's nice. Don't try to save the money, because it's gonna bite you in the ass in the end. Luckily, we were able to figure this one out relatively quick with Marsh. So just, yeah, save yourself the headache of buying a cheap harness to save a couple $100 when you can just get a nice one and be done with it. Alright, so unfortunately we aren't going to take this car for a ride right now. I'll have to fuck with the hood latch. because it's not locking in typical old school Honda hood latches. So I'll try to get a film of it later. If not, then I guess you'll just have to see the dyno video. But if anyone needs FuelTech tuning, Jamie Marsh is our tuner for that. He does remote tune, obviously, because he's not local. So if anyone needs it done, just hit us up. We can get it scheduled for you and go from there.
What?
Did I record it with no sound?
Jesus, why do I always do? Oh. We're dynoing Red's car right now. We've already done a few pulls. We got to a point where Jamie was cool, like leaving it, but it didn't really make the power that anyone was thinking. So we made a couple changes to the VTC gear, tried to get a little bit more out of it because it was pinned. That was what that last pull was, you know, the pull after the change, and we're about to see if Jamie can squeeze any more out of it, because we did pick up a little bit mid-range. So got some experimenting to do on this one. So yeah, we'll see what goes on.
This one's a little different from all the other FuelTech cars we've been doing. It has an OEM style engine harness, and then it uses someone's adapter harness that was basically like the same as when it had a K-Pro on it. It just uses the adapter and it's more plug and play. But he's using the FuelTech FT450. I just wanted to go over this next car that we got done. It's not going to be in this video, but Jose's gonna put it in the next video since it's probably gonna be a longer one. But JR just spent a bunch of time getting the car all wired up, all ready to go, all the fuel pumps wired, all the harness stuff pinned and figured out. He like went through and like made sure that we kind of knew what pin was what, since there was no diagram for whoever made the harness again. So we had to go through and basically reverse engineer it again. It's kind of been the common thing since no one really likes to provide a diagram with their shit. So, but you can see we got it in there all nice. It's got a secondary, like, it's not quite a PDM. It's basically like solid state relay with multiple outputs. We're using it down here for starter, fan, and voltage to the alternator. Then it's also got the other relay box that controls all the other relays that we use. That's more like basic for the FuelTech itself. So that's kind of the standard issue on there. We wired up the, kind of hard to see in here, it's dark, but the FuelTech push button thing, dash is all mounted, and then we ended up mounting the e-brake and stuff in here. So, and the fuel system, the guy had already had the car cut. We went ahead and wired up the pumps, mounted them, made new lines, and remounted the fuel cell itself. So we did a bunch of shit on this thing. Got over like 40 hours into this build, and I'm about to continue by finishing everything else up on the motor. A lot of the fuel lines were loose and all that stuff. I still have to hook up, like the turbo drain I see down there is not even connected. So I'm gonna go through and make this thing nice, and then we'll see what it does.